I don't know what happened. I mean, we came here for political reasons, obviously, and I'm a migrant myself. I really don't know what's going on and why somebody would feel that they have the right to a hotel room, coming into this country. That's not the experience that I had when I was a kid.
May I suggest something that comes from the late Milton Friedman, the great free market economist, who said the problem is you can't have an open immigration system in a welfare state. He said, and I'm quoting him, immigration is a particularly difficult subject. There's no doubt that free and open immigration is the right policy in a libertarian state, but in a welfare state, it is a totally different story. Is that the problem, that we have become a welfare state?
Yeah, and look, yesterday I had a meeting with Secretary Mayorkas, asked him how much money we are spending on the millions of migrants that have come into this country since the Biden administration took over. He doesn't have an answer to that. Maybe he doesn't have it, or he wouldn't want to answer that, because I think the number is going to be mind-boggling. And yeah, look, migrants, we came over for freedom. Migrants, a lot of them come over to work. There's plenty of jobs here in the United States. How many of these migrants actually got work permits so that they don't have to rely on the government? But we don't have the answers to that, and the policies of the Biden administration are just driving this crisis further and further.
By the way, you mentioned Mr. Mayorkas, the Secretary of Homeland Security. You're on the committee, Homeland Security. Do you recommend him being impeached, as some of your colleagues do?
At this point, look, unless we get some straight answers, yeah, I think that he should be. Obviously, look, when you have 4.5 million encounters at the border since the Biden administration took over, when we have another 1.5 million people that got away in our country where we don't know where they are, what they're doing here, obviously what Mr. Mayorkas is doing is not working. And yeah, it's time for a new secretary, but maybe also it's his boss. He's doing exactly what his boss wants. So at the end, I think what we need is a new boss in about 2 years.
Now, we also have problems as we're looking. We have the full screen up showing that there's a 743% increase in illegal immigrants coming from the north, coming from Canada. Right now in Canada, in many of these border crossings, it's below zero. A lot of these migrants are from tropical countries. Their chances of them freezing to death are very good. What do you think we do about that?
Well, look, because of the open border, at least the message is that the United States is open. We're putting a lot of lives at stakes. And so, yeah, we have to change our policy, make sure that we have a secure border, and then that would keep a lot of these migrants away from making the perilous journey that they're making today.
Yeah. Congressman, it's very different from when you came here from Cuba. I got to tell you,
oh, yeah.
It's a whole different world. Thank you very much for being here. I appreciate it.
It's my pleasure.
Medical school